New jobs report showing American employers added a surprising 177,000 jobs in April. That's better than expected amid the president's trade war and the roller coaster ride the market's been on. The unemployment rate is holding at 4.2%, and this comes as the Trump administration is closing a tariff loophole from goods from China and already impacting prices for millions of Americans. ABC News business reporter Alexis Christoforous is here to break it all down for us. This market's showing a bit of resilience here.
I think that's a good word to use. This is the first report that covers at least a period of time when Trump announced his tariffs on April 2nd. And it shows a solid job market. It shows that we had momentum going into what could be a very difficult period. I think the question now is, can that momentum get us through to the other side? We dug a little deeper here and looked at where the jobs were added last month. We actually saw 11,000 jobs added in the construction sector. No surprise maybe there, given the springtime burst of activity we expect in that section. Also added in healthcare. And interestingly, Diane, transportation and warehousing added 29,000 jobs. And maybe that's a hint that companies were starting to front load their inventory and buy up product before the tariffs really hit.
So earlier this week, we saw GDP shrinking for the first time in 33 months. What did you make of that now balanced against this jobs report?
I think we're starting to see the tariffs and the way they're impacting both business and consumer confidence. We're starting to see that seep into the economy. So we had a negative reading on economic growth last quarter, but this jobs report sort of paints the picture of a different kind of economy. So mixed signals here for economists, mixed signals for the Federal Reserve. I think it's going to take a little more time for these tariffs to bleed through the economy to get a better feel or see a report that really reflects the tariff situation.
And we're now seeing Temu and Shein raising prices on some of their products. What do you make of that, and what can consumers expect?
So overnight, a tariff loophole went away. President Trump is now slapping tariffs on items coming from China and Hong Kong that are worth $800 or less. And just to give you an idea, we get about 4 million of these packages per day coming into the U.S. So this is a lot of what we consume here. What it's going to mean for consumers is a 120% tariff or $100 per package on these items. And then come June 1, that will bump up to $200. So for example, you have a t-shirt for $10. It could go up to $22. That's if the business passes all of those costs on to consumers. A $200 luggage set possibly could increase to $300. Actually, Bloomberg did some searching here and found a kitchen towel that went from $1.28 on, I think it was Shein, to $6.10. That's an example for you of a company passing all of that cost on to consumers.
All right, we'll be watching that closely. Alexis Christoforous, thank you.
Sure.